KevG weather overview, Storm Team 4, looking at the overall pattern. This high to the north has been there the entire week, and depending on its actual positioning, that has basically given us whether we're going to be stuck in clouds all day or whether we're going to have a bit more in the way of sunshine. And anytime that sunshine is broken out, we've had temperatures well above where they should be this time of year. That's going to continue into this week, but we've got a few speed bumps along the way. I would characterize the next 5 to 7 days as the transition to true fall because I feel that the overall pattern is going to break down in a fundamental way, and I'll show you that in a second. But this high to the north has been moving back and forth, but it's basically been deflecting a lot of bad weather to our south. Now, there have been times where we've had clouds. Today we have a lot more clouds than sun, especially along the coast. But for the most part, because the winds are not strong out of the east, we have been basking in some delightful weather. Highs in the 70s this time of year is well above where they should be. We should be in the mid 60s at best this time of year. And I think that once we get past Sunday, we're going to have another stretch of very fine weather. But we just got to get through Sunday. Now today, if you notice, we have a lot more cloud cover, but I think the rain holds off until tomorrow. And that rain is going to be confined, I think, to the coastal areas. But it's a battle between this high pressure to the north and low pressure to the south. And weather nerds like me, when we see a pattern like this, we would think, hey, it's just going to be miserable weather. But because of the relatively weak flow off of the Atlantic, we've been able to break out into some sunshine. And when that happens, we have warmed up considerably. But not today. Temperatures are a bit cooler today because of the aforementioned cloud cover as this high kind of presses down. But it's going to press down enough to keep low pressure at bay until we get into Sunday. And then southern areas of the tri-state area, namely New York City, Long Island, South Shore communities especially, and then along the Jersey Shore, light rain is going to break out. And we could end up with a tenth to a quarter of an inch of rain. It's going to be one of those pesky days where it's just kind of raw and damp, and this high kind of builds down. But it's going to deflect the main area of rain off of the coast and keep it at bay. And you see this off the NAM model. And then high pressure reasserts itself for Monday into Tuesday and keeps the weak low pressure out to sea. And once we start to break out into some more sunshine as the dry air takes hold from Monday and into the good part of next week, our temperatures are going to go up again, and I'll show you that in a second. The overall pattern is interesting. We have relatively high pressure in the eastern part of the United States, and that is going to hold through much of this week, I think through about the 15th, but the action is really going to be going out west. Much needed rain, and yes, big time snow in some of these mountain areas for the western part of the United States for much of this coming week. Out here, though, out in the eastern part of the United States, it's steady as she goes. Basically, what you see is what you get. We've had above normal temperatures for the first 10 days of the month. That's likely to continue. But as we go through time, I think once past the 15th, the overall pattern starts to break down and realign itself, and then we're going to get more in the way of frontal passages as we go through time. So if we go out into the long range, out about 10 days, you can see that the overall pattern is completely different. The puzzle pieces are aligned much differently than when we started. But until then, look for beautiful weather once we get past Sunday. Overall precipitation, look at how WPC, the Weather Prediction Center, we are right on the edge of half-inch to an inch plus rains. But this is only really, I know it's through the 7-day period, but rain chances are going to be few and far between after Sunday. So you can see how we're basically high and dry in the eastern part of the United States. Heavy rains for the southern and central plains and up in the Intermountain West where they desperately need the rain. Temperatures. Okay, now this is today's high temps. I found this interesting. I think we're going to bust a little bit too low on these high temps. I think mid-60s will do it. I don't think we'll get up near 70. We would have to break out into some sunshine. Tomorrow, this doesn't look right either. Highs around 66 if we're lucky. I think that easterly wind is going to play havoc with temperatures tomorrow. But then we rebound. Monday, we start to break out into some more sun as that high pressure reasserts itself. Tuesday, look at this. Highs in the lower 70s, and it just gets better and better. 75 on Wednesday, and again on Thursday with delightful mid-October weather. Highs on Friday, much of the same. Pushing 80 near Philadelphia and points south. D.C. in the mid-80s. Are you kidding me? for this time of year. So, yeah, we've got some speed bumps along the way, but overall, the weather pattern is shaping up to be beautiful once we get past Sunday, and I think the overall pattern will change after we get past mid-month to more of a fall-like feel as we go into mid-October and later.